so yeah, we have some pretty good progress here. Now we can get these animations that are AI generated appearing in the timeline. So this is all merged in here, but this isn't what we're going for. This is just going to be tedious, basically. And what we're in fact going for is the auto-generated video that's very easy to build. And so there's a missing component here, or a button, like maybe it's just on the top, here in the center. You just click it, and there's this gallery that's opening with different ways to auto-animate the whole movie. And then you're done, and that's it, and there's no friction. So yeah, what we've done here is opened a new thread with cursor and have it do a sort of analysis of relevant pieces to consider in doing this. So based on my understanding of project, you have a solid foundation. You have input and analysis, videos are processed, audio extracted. Animation generation, you have a system for generating animation script based on a predefined schema. This is currently driven by static animation for predictable rule-based animations. Or it's also, there's a duplicated source of truth for this, for doing the AI animations. But we're going to go back to static animation generation. Towards this end, we're going to build out a library of these animation generators with AI for these design imperatives. So design imperatives are high-level stylistic and structural blueprints for animation. They would contain rules or instructions for how to interpret hierarchical analysis.json. So remember, this file has the entire analysis of the video, all the text, and it will be an expanding amount of analysis that we want to put here, depending on what's necessary by these blueprints. So they would contain these rules or instructions. For example, a minimalist explainer might focus on clean text, simple transitions, highlighting key terms from the transcript. A language explainer might identify the words that are spoken that are non-English and drill down on them, perhaps give phonetics for them, perhaps come up with visual anchors for them and make sure that they really pop on the screen. A dynamic data showcase might look for numerical data or key findings and choose visuals to represent them. A story-driven narrative imperative might use different animation pacing or visual styles. You know, it could have images in a different way and videos appearing and so on. Yeah. So then we would also want to have temperature knob. You know, how rigidly do we want to stick to this design versus do some funky stuff because we have AI that can control animation. And yeah, so it's coming up with some UX consideration design patterns. Is it just going to do it automatically, or are we going to have a button or so on? So I've taken this and I've asked for Mini to give, you know, based on all Gemini's thoughts, what should we just do? Yeah, so introduce a design gallery, progressive disclosure height. You don't want to show default quick start button. Place a single prominent button exactly near the top of the editor. Exactly like this. Visual hierarchy. You know, thumbnails with GIFs in them with some sample animations. These should have a video inside showing what the animation looks like. And scope selector is the entire video, just a chapter. Then you can apply it, okay? So, yeah, I've read through this, and it comes up with some pretty reasonable recommendations. And so honestly, it's just a matter of throwing this into the agent. And we're going to use Claude because we're going to let it be a little bit more eager. Oh, there is some code here. Git add. Boop. Okay. And agent Claude. So knock yourself out. Have fun. No. Claude is so often out of business. Huh. Try again. No. Ugh. Why is it always out of business? Fine. We use Gemini 2.5. Yeah. This is an excellent and incredibly thorough breakdown of HCI/UX strategies. So you gotta feed us the output of another agent usually, because then it's like, oh, whoa, you are taking this seriously. You have given me totally precise instructions that were just the response to some other AI. So I've processed these strategies, and here's my understanding of how they would shape the design gallery. Core concept: the design gallery as an intuitive styling engine. The gallery will house a collection of design imperatives, essentially style presets. These imperatives are the creative engines that take the rich data from hierarchical analysis.json, like the topics, rationales, key concept, and chapter roles, and translate it to a dynamic animation scripts adhering to your animation schema. The goal is to make this powerful capability accessible without overwhelming the user. Simplicity first, yep. Clarity and confidence, flexible control, seamless experience, user guidance. So, is it working right now? Yeah. Get to work, my friend. Yeah. Please get started. Unless you have uncertainties. Still, you want to ask me. Perhaps about architecture. I wish we could do this with Claude 4, because Claude 4 just kind of does it. Just gets the work done. Runs a little scripts, takes a little risk. Gemini is so conservative. Commencing design exploration. Identifying UI. Okay, I understand. You're ready to start translating these excellent HCI UX strategies into the application. I don't have any immediate architectural questions that would block us from beginning to outline the front-end implementation. Here's how we can begin. We should locate the README. It mentions canvas editor modal. Yeah. This is the most, and it actually kind of makes sense to document as much as possible about what you have done in the README. It's a great way to hold the context together for these AI agents. they're going to start by reading because I'm giving it fresh canvas. But wait, why in the canvas editor modal? No. No. Let's go back. Let's not put styling button in the canvas editor. Let's put it top of the video in the main screen. In top of the video, that's the timeline, the main screen. Give it a beautiful button like painting. Painting icon. Yeah, let's start over. Because it placed it in the wrong location. It was going to put this in the canvas editor. Sure, we can access it in the canvas editor, and then it's going to go into the chapter level or the timeline level. It's not a terrible idea to put it there. I like thinking about it. It could have gotten it going. But to get started, I need to identify the most relevant React components. I'll perform a search to locate the candidate files. I'm looking for components that might use your timeline store. The search results point to front end. Okay, in any case, it has some work to do.